Hello, 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 and welcome to another edition of my Instagram Live Become Unstoppable series. And I've got a very special guest for you today. His name is Joseph, and I'm going to bring him up for you, and you're going to...
Hi, Hi, Julie. Hi, Julie. How are you doing today?
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm absolutely smashing. I'm excited to be on this Instagram Live. Never done it before, so yes, let's make this happen.
Brilliant, actually. You're not the first who's done this for the first time as well. You're not my first virgin on here, I must say.
Oh, come on now. Come on now. You're breaking my heart already. Huh?
So, welcome, Joseph, anyway, to my Become Unstoppable series.
Thank you.
So, would you like to introduce yourself and let everybody know who you are and what it is you do, my darling?
Right. My name is Joseph Mayanja, as you have introduced me there. So, I help business owners get peace of mind. So I'm a protection advisor, and I specialize in business owners, giving them peace of mind that their investment, whatever they are putting into their business, they've worked so hard to maintain, they can still maintain it no matter what could happen. So I help them by giving them that little protection so that they can go on and scale and grow their businesses.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Love that. And
Yeah.
Joseph and I have met through our business coaching, haven't we? Through many events where we've, not worked together, but we've interacted together and grown our businesses together in a way, haven't we? So it's been quite a good journey for us both. Would you agree?
I would agree. So I think I met you in one of the, I think it was Gold Circle, and I think the most recent one was when we're training to perfect our sales speech and then talk and then be able to speak on stage.
We did.
And that's when I realized that, yes, Unstoppable is something that I can do. And I said, come on, let's make this happen. Let me join on your Unstoppable series. And I think that's where it's all started.
Yeah, you were very persistent, weren't you? That I want to be on this. I want to be on this. I've some FOMO going on, which is good to have try, actually.
Yeah, I've had a few people who have been on, and I've attended at least one of them, and I say, come on, I can be on that guy, and I can be on that seat. Let me be able to tell people that I'm unstoppable as well.
Exactly.
At first, I thought it's only for ladies, but there you go. Exactly. The myth is broken now.
And now here you are on my Become Unstoppable series, and as you know, I always ask every single guest. Yeah. So, what does being unstoppable mean to you?
Yeah, I thought about that question, but I think for me, it's about what I give to my clients. So my unstoppable for me is my client success. So to me, being unstoppable means, and it encompasses all my commitment to success and the well-being of my clients. So it means going above and beyond so that I can understand their businesses, their risks and objectives, and then deliver that well-tailored insurance solution so that they can go on and be awesome and be unstoppable. So I also it means to me that I can be able to build long-term relationships based on trust, reliability, as well as an exceptional service.
Amazing. So what about more from a personal level though? Since you've embarked on becoming a business owner, what would you say has been kind of, I don't know, some of the hardest things that you've managed to overcome so that you feel like you are unstoppable now in your business?
I think for me, the first thing that comes to mind is I'm dealing with that service, that product, which is insurance, which most people need, but they don't really think they want. But I've managed to, that's a very true thing.
That's probably a fair point, yeah.
I've managed to craft messages so that I can highlight to my potential clients that this is not it's not a doom story, having protection or insurance. It is just a matter of having a conscious and a comfortable mind that if this really happened, I have something to fall on. I think for me, in all that said, is being able to craft a message that can help my potential clients understand that there is a risk that they can get rid of, at least make sure they can mitigate if it does happen, then they can, they can always have something to fall on. So crafting the message is the key one for me.
Message, yeah. Do you think, though, that you would be as successful as you are and able to serve as many clients as you currently do and want to do, obviously, in the future, without investing in your self-development?
I think that is a negative. I don't think I would have been able to because, for example, I knew quite a lot about protection and insurance, but with the personal development, my investment in personal development, I've been able to find different ways to communicate my message because I found out there are different personalities and different people listen to different messages. And how do you bring that message across? So personal development is key to where I am. And I will continue to invest in that because I know I've seen the benefits of personal development because you need mentoring, you need coaches, and all the people who have reached wherever they have reached, they have gone there because they had someone to hold their hand, someone who has trodden a path and make them reach where they need to go in the shortest way possible. So personal development is key. Yeah.
And I think communities are really important as well. And not only do we have a fantastic community, but there's also an opportunity to sell your products, if you like, or services within that community as well, isn't it? But I mean, for me, I love learning from my clients as well. I like when I work with my clients, I'm always learning. I learn a different way that I might need to approach my next set of clients. Something might have worked for some but not for others. So I'm always soaking up the feedback to understand how I can be better at what I do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty good now. I'm pretty phenomenal. Unstoppable, but unstoppable, right? But there's plenty of room for improvement. And that's what I love about investing in myself, in my personal development and my business development. How do you feel that investing in yourself has helped you to become better at doing your job, if you like, or running your business?
I think the main thing of that investment, I think, like you alluded on there, the community is quite key. Because if you're surrounding yourself with people who are thinking or on the same journey or similar journey, it kind of inspires you to move on. I don't really call it a competition, but if you see someone has done something and you maybe might have thought that it was impossible hard for you, seeing their success stories or hearing what they have done, it helps me on to say, oh, I can scale this mountain. I can go a little farther than I would have gone. So personal development for me, if I wasn't investing in that, I think I would have been where I was maybe 5 years ago. But I feel like I've done development over probably 10 years in this last 12 months because there's quite a lot. The experiences of all these communities and the coaches mentoring all put together helps where you have to go and they help you show what is possible. Okay.
And I think a lot of people already know kind of my story, really, in that, you know, I worked in the corporate world for over 35 years, and in December I quit that life to be running this business that I absolutely adore full time. And since I've been doing that, my knowledge and experience it just grows and grows and grows every day, because now I'm able to see more clients, I'm able to serve more clients, getting better results, getting more results, and clients are really happy to actually do testimonials for me, which is awesome. And the video testimonials and coming on here actually and doing Instagram lives with me is just phenomenal, and I love that. And I like saying the word phenomenal as well, because not that long ago I didn't say it properly. So now I just keep practicing it, and I love it.
Just rolls off the tongue. Phenomenal.
When I was doing my scripts with my clients, so when I have the session, they have a recording that goes with it, which is part of the part, right? And it always had that word in there, and I used to skip it. So I thought, no, it's such a good word, I need to keep practicing it.
So what made you overcome that then? I just kept saying
it and saying it and saying it, and I'm going to avoid saying it now because I'm pretty sure I'm going to mess it up. But I just kept practicing it, because your brain learns by repetition, right? So the more you do think, the more you practice, the more it will come. And it's interesting actually, because there's lots of people don't really want to open up to having therapy or anything like that, but now it's starting to be scientifically proved how powerful the mind is, particularly our imagination, right? So that is the most powerful tool we have, is our imagination. And what we're all good at is using it for the wrong, for the not the right things, right? So something like
protecting ourselves.
Well, that's your brain's only job, is to protect yourself, right? So what it will do, it creates parts of us that will come and keep us safe. But your imagination, we need to just retrain it so that we can use it for the good. So if you think about something like anxiety, that's the fear of the future, something that's not happened, but it's actually going back to beliefs and fears that you created way back when in your life, right? Normally in your childhood. So with our imagination, we can start forward thinking and doing visualizations. And that's why when we want to set goals and visualizations, we have to really feel it and really see it.
And believe it.
Yeah, there was an experiment done once about basketball players. And they had two teams of basketball players. One team, they got to physically practice shooting in the net. And then they had another team that just visualized practicing shooting in the net. And then they had a competition, and the ones that visualized it actually scored more hoops or whatever.
Interesting. Interesting.
Because you can.
That's very interesting.
You forward think things.
Yeah.
Which is why you need to use it for the good, right? Because forward thinking for the bad, you don't really want to do that.
So that's quite interesting, because for me, when I'm with my clients, because I'm talking about protection, I'm talking about risk management. So it's a balance between future pacing what risk would look like if it does happen, and then balancing in on peace of mind to know that you have protected yourself. So I find it's a balancing act. Now, when I was training as an insurance advisor, the first bits where you tell people that this could happen and all that kind of stuff. And I found that was a little bit negative for me. So the first cases that I did, I could get clients, yes, but they couldn't take enough protection for me to make it worthwhile, because they're just doing it to make me leave the house or get off the call. Yes, because I've scared them so much. This is the way these things could happen. You could die of serious illness. But ever since I've got learning and training and coaching, it turns out that what I need to do is look at what the good is that you're trying to protect. Because if you know that should the worst happen, there is a protection that will help your family, help your business, you tend to work a little better, and you're more comfortable in taking protection, because it's if, I call it what if a what if product, knowing that it will happen, because God forbid I'm selling insurance and the peace of mind, but I do not wish that to happen to my clients. What I am doing is, if that happens, you have something. So I balance between visualization. I visualize the positive. If it did happen, imagine that your family will have a payout that will make sure that whatever your financial plan was still goes on, not the negative visualization. So we're approaching it in that way.
No, I like that, because like you say, we've had this conversation that Joseph is a very funny guy, and when we were doing the implementation week where we were doing the training, it's like, poor old Joseph, like his subject matter, isn't the most exciting, is it? But you always manage to find a way to kind of bring in your personality and bring the fun side to it, so that it, when I'm doing a presentation, right, I can talk about the power of the mind and how you can do this and how you can do that, and you're like, yeah, well, this is what you think about if you die. And so you've got a really good way of that's what I love about you. You're funny, and you've got a good way of presenting this industry, if you like, in a much fun way, but obviously in a serious way, because it is very, very serious. And actually in the speaker sort of training, you did tell a story, didn't you? Well, I say it is a story, but what actually happened to you in like a couple of sentences, Joseph, would you like to share that, how you got into what you're doing or not?
Yeah, so No, it's absolutely fine. So I lost a very good friend who had just seen me a previous day, planning massive business for himself and the family. So he's really set up. And then he dies in a car accident the next day. It's like big dreams today, the next day he dies. But then it so happens that much as he has done financial planning, he did not really consider financial protection. Now, for me, what really hurt me so bad, I had an opportunity to talk about financial protection with my friend, but I had never done that. So it's a missed opportunity for me there to help someone that I cared for and who cared for me, but I did not. So the family had to go through some hardship for some time because, as we know, you can't get money out of investment as quickly as you can. So that's how my journey started. Finding a way to help the people that I know as well as those that I'm going to meet. So it became a mission, helping people understand financial protection because it's for peace of mind and not that you're going the horrible things are going to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
so that's how I got into the business. Yeah.
so you're very passionate about it, aren't you? Because, like you say, you've seen it firsthand with a very close friend of yours, how not having all that kind of insurance in place impacted them. And I think we all kind of go, yeah. Well, as business owners and generally in life, isn't it? It's like, well, I'm not going to worry about that because that's £20, £30, £50, £100, up to, I don't know, a month that I haven't got. But actually, that should really be your next one after your mortgage or something, really, shouldn't it? And and also as you get older, actually, because I kind of looked at all mine a little while ago, and I had
after I talked.
Yeah, it's like, I probably still need to have a conversation with you at some point. But it's as you're getting older as well, it's going to get more expensive, isn't it? So it's like about getting onto it as soon as you can. But let's get off the top subject of doom and gloom, right?
No, it's peace of mind.
Peace of mind. So,
yeah.
Tell us. Let's think of a nice question for you.
Okay. I like questions.
What would you say would be your top values in life? What's really important to you?
I think for me, I get this question very often, but I think family for me is my top one. Being close to people that you care for and care for you. So family is most important for me. And also sense of belonging. You should belong to something. You should be able to stand for something. You shouldn't be swayed by anything that comes on. You should be able to stand for something. I believe in, now there's someone who's going to argue about this one. I believe in hard work to get where you need to. And I believe that you have to invest into something to get a lot more given to you. And probably the last one, I believe in giving, community. Yeah, so family, work to get where you need to be, work smart, I have to add, and then giving back, community.
I think work smart is really important, and also to try and do something that you love as well, isn't it?
That's key.
That's key. And I kind of feel so sorry for all those teenagers now, especially the ones doing their exams. I'm going to sneeze in a minute. That's really annoying. I'm going to get you to take over for a second.
That's okay. Bless you. Bless you.
That's good. Probably have about 4 or 5, so that's good just to do one.
Okay.
But yeah, the kids out there now, it's so difficult to know what they even want to do, isn't it?
That's actually important because my son has just finished his A-levels. Now going to go to do the A-levels, I kept asking, okay, where do you want to go? Now, having born and raised in Uganda, where education was basically the ultimate thing you have to do. So somehow I was trying to impact it to him. What do you want to do? He had no idea. All he wanted to do was to kick a ball. So he just wanted to be a footballer. Unlikely for him, he didn't make it to the leagues or the academies, but he still went on to do sports at college to do a sports qualification. So he's doing coaching as well as business. So in the end, somehow he managed to pick out what he wants. Whatever he's doing, he wants it to include kicking a ball, football. So it's going to do business administration with sports.
I like that.
That's it. Oh,
Yeah,
good for
I like
you.
that.
But it took a while to pick out what you want.
And that's what I think I've learned over the last like 50 odd years is that, I mean, when I left school, it was very much, I just got on a train. My mum took me up to London, got there, and then, you know, back in the day you could do that and you could walk in and walk out of jobs. But I didn't really want to be in an office, but that's where I ended up, which is a bit ironic. But then 35 years later, I'm like done with that now. But the thing is, it's all experience, right? And we use that experience for every aspect of your life. But I think for youngsters out there, my key message to them would be, what would you really love? What is your vision? And let them dream. And I think what happens nowadays, we're not allowed to dream. We're not allowed to have visions because it's, well, how are you going to do that? And
of course,
any money doing that? But that's where we all went wrong, right? When we're kids, if you watch kids play, right, when they're just in their own world, they're playing with their dolls or their teacups or playing football or doing whatever it is when they're just in that moment and they're just playing, they're using their imagination. And that's what we don't do as adults, isn't it? We don't give our time.
I think it's more about bills come in, so you can do what you want as long as it pays the bill. So that's why we always care of people. Okay, that's a nice idea to do. Will it pay the bills? Because that's always that scares people to stay away from what they like. But I think so. A certain famous person quoted that if you're doing something you don't love, then you're basically killing yourself in that respect. But if you're doing something you love, then it's not work. Which I like. It's a very, very good quote there. Yeah, because you wake up, I'm doing what I love and just going on. So
me too. And I don't see what I do as a job anymore. I just see it as something, like you say.
And all through the coaching that we have had, you can turn whatever you want, passion, into a business. You just have to find a way to package it that people need it, and you can make it a worthwhile business. And that way you are working or dealing with something that you love. So it's no longer a job. You just got to do your passion.
And it's about, which is absolutely right. And it's about really tapping in to your heart. And this is what I've been learning as well. I'm learning so much about, you know, your intuition, about your energy levels, and it's about leading from your heart and closing your eyes and just taking those deep breaths, breathing in for 6, out for 6. Do that 3 or 4 times through your nose, so that you can just be calm and just close your eyes and allow yourself that time to dream and allow that time to go and use your imagination. What is it you would love? And just see what comes up, and have a pen and paper with you and just scribble it down. And then whatever comes up, go back and close your eyes and go, okay, it came up with, I'm going to write a book. Close your eyes. What's my intention for that? What's going to be in my book? What comes up for me? And see what comes, and write it down and keep doing it. And don't worry about how you're going to do it. And that's where we get caught up in it, in the how. What is it you would love? What would you really want to do? Talking about books, actually, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this, but Mark,
you're a best-selling author, are you?
I'm already an international best-selling co-author, but I am going to be writing a book, and it will become an international #1 best-selling author.
No doubt in that at all.
And it's going to be, you might see a lovely little picture of my beloved Luther, who we sadly lost, and I'm going to try to cry. But when I was sitting there, you know, quietly, I got this very clear message that you need to write this book. You need to write this book about Luther's story, because he was such an amazing dog. And it's also going to have extracts of other people's stories about Luther. And anyone that else has got a story about another animal, not necessarily a dog, it can be another animal, how they've had an amazing impact on humans, then I'd like to hear from people with that as well, because I just had a vision, which is why I was about the visions, and I could see the book, I could see all the little extracts. I've had that happen to me before, and And today I've had a meeting with someone about making this happen. So it's exciting.
Okay. Are you getting another replacement for Luther? It won't be a replacement. Something else to.
No,
No? No?
no,
Okay.
no. I've got Luther in the house everywhere still. I've got all his pictures. We've still got his
Yeah.
at the moment, but no, I don't know that I've got the strength for that right now. And also we
Okay.
need some time out really with responsibility. So
Yeah.
no, and I don't. Yeah, mate. I'll never say never. You never know, and you never know what the universe is going to drop in your lap here. But for
Yeah, of
right
course,
now,
of course.
I'll focus on getting this book written so his legacy can be out there. And
Okay.
those
I'm sure it will be great.
those are people who don't have dogs or don't have pets. You probably think I'm totally mad, but those who do have dogs or other animals, you will totally resonate with me, and about the whole grief around it as well. You know, it's
Okay.
it's huge.
I don't have any pets, and my experience with dogs is not pleasant, so I have a respectful love for them at a distance. No.
My Luther, I promise you, you will love.
Respectful distance. I love you from a distance, and that's it.
So,
Non-close, but yeah.
just to finish off then, Joseph, because believe it or not, it's been nearly half an hour already. Goes like,
Okay.
yeah.
Like
So,
that. Yeah.
tell everybody how they can get hold of you and what sort of services you can offer them.
Yeah. I'm mainly on LinkedIn now. So Joseph Mayanja, I'm on LinkedIn, protection advisor, and also on Instagram, business protection expert. The services I really give, my clientele are business owners, and I help them with key person cover and shareholder. Basically, what that is a life insurance and a critical illness for a business owner or someone in their business. And basically, this is a protection that you put in place that if unfortunate health-wise or you lose someone in your business, an insurance company pays into the business. And then what this does, it is a cash injection to your business. Now, most times this key person would have been responsible for bringing in the biggest part of a big chunk of your business. So if that person is no longer there, that business most times will fail. And if this has been your livelihood, then that's livelihood gone. So I work business owner, giving them that option of getting a life insurance in the business for the business, which pays in. So first time is about a 30 minutes conversation of which I understand your business and what your goals are. And then from your goals, we can figure out what the risks are. And then we can design a comprehensive package that gives you protection for those unfortunate events, giving you peace of mind to scale and grow your business to where you need it to be. So
I'll tell you what.
So I cover the what if.
The what ifs, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, if you're a one-man band like I am at the moment, it's quite risky as well, isn't it? And after I lost Luther, last thing I wanted to do was to go back to work, but I thought I had to give myself a talking to. I said, "You got to, you got no choice." But it did make me think. Well, actually, if I'm not doing what I'm doing, then I'm not earning any money. So
you're not earning any money.
No.
Yeah. So I work with solopreneurs as well, and because there is I call it protecting your earning ability. That is the key thing. So if you're the only person in your business, then anything that can stop you earning affects your livelihood, and whoever depends on that livelihood or that income that you're bringing in the business. So you basically have to fund your own sick pay. And there is an insurance product that does that, so that your sick pay is covered. If you're unable to work because of Airbnb, because it covers many things, including mental, including accident, as long as you're off sick. So this pays back into your business so that you can concentrate on getting better. You don't have to rush to get back to work. because you have that. So again, I call it a what if. You hear that story that mentioned so many times. It's a what if, giving you peace of mind to continue going. Because I've had the unfortunate case of one of the clients who was unfortunately they were in an accident, and they had to rush back to work because they did not have that protection that protects their earning ability. Because they have to go back because they are the only one that are earning that income. If you know there is nothing coming in, you have to go the best way you can. So there is always ways and means to protect. Yeah.
Brilliant. So, Joseph, thank you ever so much for joining me today. Fun having you on. And like always, you all know how to get hold of me. I'm on my Julie Milliside Instagram, or I've got my Milliside Facebook, Milliside website. I'm having a rebrand. I'm excited about that. I'm having a whole new website. I'm really going to focus in on my rebrand about the Become Unstoppable. So that I still got my Milliside as my umbrella, but all my Become Unstoppable series will be on there. And then eventually I'm going to have group coaching, have online training, and obviously there's going to be a bit for the book as well. So Luther's got his part always on the website. So
I've seen the reviews, some of the reviews your clients are leaving you. You're doing very well.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done you. Yeah, well done you. I can't wait to see that website rebranding and that book.
Yeah, got a lot to be getting right, but you know, we get there. So if anyone's really suffering with anything, just go and start watching some of my testimonials. That's probably the easiest thing. And then you'll get a feel for how unstoppable my clients can be with just one session of working with me. So thank you everybody who joined us today. This video will be available to watch later as well. And once again, Joseph, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. And I hope you feel fulfilled now that you've been on my Become Unstoppable series.
Oh, thanks, Julie. I feel now finally I've made this. Thanks very much, everyone who's stayed on, and speak soon.
Yeah, take care, everyone. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.